Joining me today at Moneypenny headquarters is none other than Paul Conway from Yuno. How are you doing?
I'm all right, man. How's you?
Yeah, good to see you.
Thanks, man.
Nice to see everybody here from the ICG group.
It's been a good day.
You've been a part of the ICG group over the past couple of years.
Yep.
What have you taken away from it? What's it given you?
I think mostly for me, it's been around the people and learning from them, because obviously, you know, I'm a little bit. I don't know if this is a good thing to say or not, but I'm a little bit younger than the rest of the people in the ICG. So it's just the years of experience that are in front of me from a tech perspective as well as a connection perspective in the business aspect. It's been really well supported.
It's nice to sort of get the benefit of everybody's collective
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah, it is. It is. So people that aren't familiar with Yuno, what problem are you solving for estate agents?
Yeah, certainly. So we did start from a very boring place, but now we're really working towards supporting. It's basically allowing our partners, mostly letting agents, to support local landlords, and essentially we do that through value. And landlords care about two things: mostly making sure that their revenue is safe, that their yields are increasing, and obviously the risk side as well. And we came largely from the risk side of the business before, and now we've pulled the platform together, and it's really about that portfolio, or about the property life cycle of that portfolio. And because the market's changing so much, it's really around trying to make sure that our agents are on top of that. So we're not just talking about, right, it's also about what way this property is getting ran. Is it still getting ran in the right way? Is it designed properly? What is the best thing for that landlord? And we do lots of things around building them little like journeys behind that. And essentially it's how can a letting agent give value to that landlord. And as I'll say the dreaded word, but we did come from a compliance space, but now we're really pulling that into more of a journey that looks at that kind of financial piece. How does it look to rent this property and sell this property versus what's the things that kind of come out of that? What's the right financial product?
You make it manageable, that whole. I know you don't like to use the compliance word, but it is, you know, when changes happen particularly within the rental sector, it's going to happen around legislation. It's going to have an impact on compliance.
Yeah.
And you can ignore it. You can call it boring. You can refuse to acknowledge it.
Yeah,
but if you embrace it and you can build a journey that's informative for both landlord and agent together, I think there's more than just, you know, ticking a box that you've got the compliance there.
Yeah.
But you've got an informed process, haven't you?
Yeah, and I suppose one of the services to agents is around that API, the monitoring of your portfolio for licensing and for planning permission, as well as the full kind of digital journey. But for these landlords, it's around that journey. It's okay, I'm running the property as one person, a one bedroom flat or something like that. And now magically it's 3 bedroom flat. For example, one person in the flat, now there's 3 people in the flat, they're maybe sharers, maybe it's a short let, maybe it's a long let, maybe it's an individual let. How does that look financially for the landlord? What's the best advice that I can give them? And essentially, if we pick this, what happens next? So it builds out from data to logic and goes, okay, now you need to think about your financial product here. And it just reminds that agent to go, have you thought about your financial product here? Because things might change now you run it in this certain way. Have you thought about planning? Have you thought about licensing? Have you thought about the design of this property? Because really it's out of touch with what the market is requiring here. And with those analytics and with that journey, then we hope to, and we are, like our agents are loving what we're doing, and especially handing them over landlords that come directly to us.
It's giving them that conversation piece with the landlord as well, where you're not bothering them with stuff that doesn't really matter, but you're trying to add value, aren't you, and build on that relationship.
Yeah, and it's that relationship piece between the letting agent and property manager and their landlord. So it is the value piece. I mean, a lot of agents give away the reporting for free. And essentially just give it to the local landlords, looking to support the local landlord community, and pulling them closer to their brand. It's all white labelled, it's all within their own ecosystem, and essentially throw that out to their local landlord base, and the landlords obviously are embracing it. It's like catnip for landlords, as you say, and essentially they're just loving that. It's like that little bit of value. Of course, they've got property management, which everyone's taken care of, but what about your let-only clients? What about the extended landlord base? And that's the part where we really support our agents and attract new landlords themselves, and obviously then we have a lot of landlords coming to us that we pass to our partner agents.
That's superb, Paul. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.